This channel will be my experience of having a hair transplant on the 2nd of June 2023 at the clinic of Dr. Serkan Aygin in Istanbul. So, let's get on with this. So, today is the day of the operation. So, one of the things that they ask you to do is to wear a button-down shirt, and I think that's so you're not pulling stuff over your head. So, sleep was okay last night. You never sleep as good on without your own pillow, do you? So my sleep was all right. I had breakfast this morning at the hotel, and in the next video I'm going to talk about well, you're going to see what I look like. I'll probably be bandaged up, so just a short one. All right, bye bye. Hello, so it's day 3 of my hair transplant journey over in Istanbul. I look slightly different than I did in the last video. I've had 4,600 hair grafts, and if I turn this, there's a light just behind this phone. If I do that, you'll be able to see the extent of it. And at the back as well, can't really see too much because I had a bandage. And they took some from under the chin as well. So let me tell you about my experience. There was a lot of waiting around when I first got there. I thought too much waiting around. And then when the procedure started, I wasn't really sure what to do, and a bit more advice and guidance would have been beneficial. Like little things, like, you know, when you go in the room and I said, oh, is it okay if I just go to the toilet before we do this? And he was like, oh, right, okay. And I just thought, you know, that kind of thing, you could have said, do you need the toilet before we start? We're going to do this, it's going to take this long. So that wasn't really there. The translator that was meant to be there wasn't there the entire time either. Not necessarily a problem in the middle, but at the beginning that would have been useful. So that would have been nice. Now, when they started numbing the back of my head, that was painful. That was really, really painful. And I was thinking, I hope it isn't all going to be like this. I hope this numbing effect kicks in soon. And thankfully it did. So first time round I was on my front and they were taking the hair from the back of my head. Now that took about 2 and a bit hours. And they're just chatting away, doing their thing. In fact, I fell asleep during it. You know, there was that, not a bother at all. So when they've taken the ones from the back, the whole hair of the back, and then they flipped me over onto my back. And then they took some from under the chin. And they've got these little Petri dishes. And I looked over and I could see all the little hairs all lined up. And there was a little team of people, very efficient, working there. So then they started working on the implants at the front. Now this was more problematic, and I don't know whether this is a general thing or whether it was just a thing unique for me. They numbed me up as normal, but I continued to experience a lot of pain when it was going on, and I had to say to them, oh, can you give me something that's hurting? It wasn't like that continuously, but I don't know whether it was where they'd give me something to numb the pain, and then it was wearing off later on, because I was in the chair for about between 7 and 8 hours while they were working on the top of my head. You can see, well, I don't know whether you can see, it feels incredibly swollen. So I experienced a lot of pain, and one of the things that didn't help was I said, whoa, just give me 2 minutes, and the guy who was working on me said, it's okay, it's just another 10 minutes. And I was thinking, 10 minutes is a lot when you're in pain with every single implant. So that really didn't help, and I had to say, look, you're going to have to give me something here, really. So that wasn't very pleasant. So after the procedure, they wrapped me up. They had one under my chin, but that's come off in the night. I don't know how that's happened. So after the procedure, they took me to a canteen, got me fed and watered, and they gave me some medication. Now this was another problem, because the medication that they've given me, it's not the same medication that was in the WhatsApp message, like the pre-op pack, with the dosage, and this is what it does, and this is how we want you to take it. It's different medication. So I haven't had any medication since the op, and when I was being given the medication, I just thought, oh, it'll be the same as what's in the pack, what's in the WhatsApp message. It wasn't. So I've been on Google trying to figure out, okay, well, so what is this? What does this do? So that was a bit poor, I thought as well. They give you one of these pillows. I tried to sleep on that last night. No, not so much. So I spent a lot of time sleeping on my front, with just like my head under my face. Maybe that's why I've knocked that bandage thing off there. I just could not get comfortable at all. So I've had about 2 hours sleep. It's about, it's coming up at 10 to 5 in the morning here. I've been up since 2 a.m. And that's been my experience so far. So I wouldn't say I'm giving it 10 out of 10 just yet, just for a few things. The big one, I mean, the big emphasis was, this is going to be completely painless. It wasn't. And if you'd have said that from the start, if they said, you know, we might experience some pain, but if you do, we give you more anaesthesia, then I would have been okay with that. But the fact there was a heavy emphasis on, this is pain-free. The clinic is immaculate. The guy who runs the place, it's the first time I've been up close to someone who's clearly had a lot of work done on themselves, and he's really into art. So there's art pictures and sculptures all over the place. But the staff are really, really helpful, I would say. There's a language barrier, and it would be nice if the translator was more available. They did say, you know, if you need the translator, just ask him, we'll go and get him. I suppose he or she doesn't want to be sitting in an operation that takes, they see every day for like 6-7 hours. That would be no use. So today I'm going back to the clinic. I'm going to get some advice over the medication. My head, as I say, feels so swollen. It feels tight. The top of my head, it feels tight, and I haven't taken anything for it. And some of the tablets I've got, there's conflicting information about the dosage. So I'm going to get that rectified. But I'm back there at 8:30 this morning. And they give me a laser treatment this morning, and that's to encourage hair growth. And they'll take this bandage off, and they might put another one on, or I don't know. They might give me, there's mention in the material I've got, they give you like a cooling band as well to prevent swelling, and some kind of funky hat so you can walk around. So laser treatment today, and then that's it. So I'm just going to be taking it mega easy. So I will see you on the next video. Hope you're doing alright. Bye bye.